What does it take to sell a home in California from start to finish, from soup to nuts, from A to Z? Hello, my name's John McConnin. I'm a real estate attorney and a broker. And this is the intro video for winnerscheck.com. Now, I've had many other websites. I've approached this subject piece by piece very frequently in the past. Some of those videos are up on my channel at YouTube. That they've gotten, I don't know, 80,000 views over time. But I've noticed they're starting to come up. And I think now's the time where I would like to make a comprehensive start to finish discussion of this fact. So if you go to winnerscheck.com, I'm going to have all the videos I make in there. And, you know, if you sign up, you just give me an email, you will get that that membership unlocked for free. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to put a lot of them up on my YouTube channel. For instance, I'm going to start putting into the membership area all my videos on the California RPA. I've made one video per paragraph. I'm going to put a few of those up on my YouTube channel. I'll link to it below this video if you're at YouTube. And that's how we're going to start. However, I want you to know that the RPA is just part of the transaction. That's the part, you know, getting the buyer to agree to amount of money that you agree to buy, to sell. And then, you know, the paperwork. And the paperwork's great. It gives a framework for setting up the whole transaction. But I get more questions on disclosures than I do on the contract. Then there's the listing agreement. Then within that, there's what if the buyer, for instance, what if the buyer has cold feet, or after inspections they want to reduce the property by $20,000? When are you obligated? And you would refer back to the contract and how it's written. Is the property for sale as is? The answer is yes, it is if you're using the form. Not many people know that. All these things we're going to cover in videos. But then we're going to bring it back a bit, because this is how to sell a home. And let me just bring us back to something that always reminds me. I've been a lawyer since '91 in California and a real estate broker since 2004. When I first decided, I decided to become a real estate broker when I was selling a home for sale by owner by myself. And I couldn't believe that after I put it on the market, the same people who were unwilling to buy the house when I was willing to sell it, I had it in writing, they took the contract for $40,000 less. They came back and offered over 7 or 8% more for the property when I had a realtor selling it. And this was back in 2003. Now, that was amazing to me, and it's why I've done this. And now I want to share the information I've learned over time. And that is not, it's just not the forms, it's just not the paperwork, it's not the technical stuff a lawyer can do to help you close the property. But it's actually more than that. It's understanding that pricing is important, but figuring out who your buyer's pool is and how you're going to market to the buyer's pool. And in a seller's market, how to set up the transaction so you don't have to sell the property to that first group of buyers during a buyer's frenzy, but maybe having set up the property so you can make more money by having it on for sale for a week, letting the week finish with a big giant open house, and maybe a review of offers on Sunday evening, maybe even setting it up as an auction without an obligation to sell. So there's so many ways to sell a property well that we're going to discuss, so that you can pick the best ones. You can then pick the agent you want to work with and the program. It's not just the agent, it's the program. It's important to have solid representation. In fact, that might be the most important thing, whether it's you or a real estate agent. It's important to have great representation so that when buyer's agents call, they can report back to the buyers, yeah, there may be multiple offers, but we're going to get a fair deal. We're going to understand what's going on. We're going to have a fair shot at this, and we're not going to get jerked around. And that will stimulate more offers if you have a credible representative, whether it's you or your real estate agent. So all these things I discuss, and I set up because I just free flowed this, and you can see I'm all over the place. I have a mind map. I'll try to take a snapshot of it and put it up on the website at winnerscheck.com. But you'll see I have a mind map. I spent hours on it, breaking down the important areas, and we're going to go through that mind map topic by topic for sellers. And then I'm going to do the same thing with buyers. And then the point of winnerscheck.com is that we're going to help you hire a real estate agent, the best one for your needs, or help you do it yourself. And one way to get started, this offer will be there eventually, is you can hire me. If before you hire a realtor, if you hire, you can put an attorney on your team for free, basically, at no extra cost to you. Because if you contact me after we go over some of the things that you might want to go over, we will refer your property over to, or your purchase or your sale to a realtor of your choice, whether it be the top realtor in your neighborhood, a cousin, a nephew, an in-law. We'll refer it over, and I'll say, look, I was, by referring it over, you can have my attorney's fees paid. And we'll discuss what those fees are and how much the referral is. And while you're seeing this video, if you contact me through winnerscheck.com and you become a member, there will be an offer in there that states that in addition to what my fee is, which is modest, in my opinion, we will split the rest of the fee that we get as a referral with you. So let's say you had a $700,000 property to sell. You might be able to get $5,000 in a referral fee, or $4,000, depending on numerous factors. But I'll split my fee with you as long as we don't violate RESPA or any other laws. And it may, instead of being cash to you at closing, it may just be a reduction in your realtor's fees at closing. But we'll go over that program too inside the membership. And then you can decide whether you want to work with me and whether you want to set up a free consultation. All that will be available in the website. Now, initially, during the first week or two, I'm going to send you an email. And I'll give you a link to set up a consultation or send me questions. But as soon as I load all this content into the website, then those offers will be there. But in the meantime, the first week or two, you'll just have an opportunity to contact me. But again, this is middle of October 2018. By November, that internal membership will be set up. All right, thanks. I look forward to elaborating on all the different parts of selling and then buying a home in California, or really, most of these lessons are good for the entire United States. So thank you. Once again, it's John McConnin, winnerscheck.com.